They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Ready? Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What now?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the draw play with Mack. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that.
And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Benson Mayowa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up a throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Carr. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
6-18.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Jacobs, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
93. 93. That's it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Carr. It's Williams. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing on first down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
185. 53. Oh, here we go. Oh. Greater one.
Here's Carr. 53. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6 and then decent field position and throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
55. 55. You got nothing.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Express.
50. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dumps this one off to Mack.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Yeah, you don't want none. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They're going to look to throw. Complete to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It was Justin Houston who got him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr is going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Miles, you wide at 8. I'm coming. Later 9.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. Watch the pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markel Lee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.